Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about some of my favorite foundations, and I say foundations because honestly if you were to ask a makeup addict, a makeup fanatic, like hey, what's your favorite foundation? Some of the questions that I'm going to be asking is like, well, what's the weather like? Is it hot? Is it cold? What are we going to do? Is this a casual picnic? A chill day? Are we going to party? Are we taking pictures? I have a bunch of different foundations for different reasons. Some might be lighter coverage, medium, or full. And these foundations that I'm going to be talking about are probably going to be more geared towards dry skin because that is a skin type that I have. So if you're dry to normal, these might be some great options for you. Oily, there might be some tidbits here or there that you might like. And I personally wanted to split this up because I've got options depending on what you personally like and I personally like, but then also I'm splitting this up between high-end foundations, which is what this video is, and then I will link down below, or coming up next will be the drugstore option, because I know some people prefer either high-end or sometimes you want to splurge. You want to splurge on a high-end foundation but you're really not sure, like I'm about to drop $45 to even above like $60. I want to spend my money right. I want to check out a really great foundation. And some people just prefer, like, you know what, that's not in my budget, or just in general, you're like, oh hell no, I'm, you know, balling on a budget. I'm gonna find a great foundation for a great price. So options for everybody. So if you guys want to hear about the high-end foundations, just keep on watching. So personally, I am a medium to full coverage type of girl. So a lot of these foundations are gonna have great coverage, but then I'm also gonna have my lighter type of feeling foundations that you can work into layers you prefer. Sometimes I prefer, you know, working into layers. Sometimes I prefer just using a little bit of product and spreading it throughout the face. My first foundation that I really love and I highly recommend is the Makeup Forever HD foundation. This is the stick version, the Ultra HD. And originally Makeup Forever actually has the regular one that comes in a pump bottle, which that is really great, I feel like, for all skin types. But if you're dry, and especially around like the fall winter time, like right now, the stick foundation, it definitely gives you a glow. It adds that dewiness to your skin, that nourishing feeling, that hydration that your skin craves. So I think I bought this around the winter time and I loved it. So you definitely want a dewy foundation. The coverage is amazing, and honestly if I'm like going out, this is definitely a going out foundation, especially if you're taking pictures and especially for camera. If you're like recording videos and taking pictures, I think this foundation is really great. It looks beautiful on camera. It's definitely not the most natural looking in person. Like, you can tell you're wearing makeup, you can definitely get this down, you know, with minimal product. But if you want a really good medium to full coverage and really dewy and great on camera and photos, Makeup Forever HD, definitely a great option. I definitely want to get a bunch of these for my freelance kit. They're expensive, so little by little we will be adding this, especially for my dry skin girls or someone with normal skin who wants a little bit more on the dewy side as opposed to the pump foundation that's maybe more of a nice natural satin finish. So just depending on your mood, you have an option. Another great option for photos and videos and full coverage, this is the Mercier. This is their Silk Cream Moisturizing Photo Edition foundation, and this is actually like a repackaged upgrade because these used to come in like their brown packaging, and it was really only like this version, which is supposed to be for like dry skin, because they have another one that's like oil canceling. This is definitely the hydrating version. So there's two versions. So if you're oily skin, definitely check out the other version that's more of a mattifying finish, because I know a lot of people didn't like the old version because it definitely was more luminous, not super dewy, definitely more on the luminous side, which is what this one is. And I bought the newest version and I love it. So definitely a great going out, and if you love full coverage, you will love this foundation. If you're someone who prefers to build up your foundation and you're not a fan of the straightforward like full coverage like bam foundation, and you'd rather have an option of something lighter or work your way up, one that I love is the MAC Mineralize Moisture Foundation. This one is great for dry skin. This is super dewy. One thing I will say about the MAC foundation though, it's hit or miss for a lot of people, because I know a lot of people say like, honestly, it broke me out. I love the way that it looked, but it broke me out, and it just doesn't agree with some people's skin. So I was like, oh please work, oh please work. But for my skin, it worked out. So it can be a hit or a miss, a kind of risk there. Definitely keep the receipt if you check this one out, but I love it. This is definitely more of a liquidy consistency as opposed to that Mercier. That's definitely a heavier, more like creamy coverage, and as well as the Makeup Forever, that's definitely a cream. This is definitely a lot more liquidy. I love that it comes from pump, and MAC foundations are definitely on the cheaper side than what you might find at Sephora. like the lower Mercier and the Make It Forever run about that $40 range, whereas the MAC, I think this ran around maybe the $27 to like $30 range, so something high end but a little bit cheaper. I would definitely recommend this MAC one. And honestly, if you're looking for what foundation color you have, I would definitely say go to MAC, get swatch, get color match, make sure you're comfortable with that color match, because sometimes they'll color match you a wee bit way too dark for your skin tone, and then just kind of keep that in the back of your head when maybe you're like searching for foundations online. A lot of people refer back to MAC and they'll be like, well, this is comparable to NC25, if you get it in this shade, this is an NC40. So if you kind of speak MAC, you know MAC colorings and what your colors in MAC, it's going to be a little bit easier for you to find your shade under foundations. But I definitely love this one. This is a light to buildable medium coverage, so you definitely have that option to keep it on the lighter side but still very, very dewy. I definitely wanted to include CC and BB creams in these videos because honestly, like, some girls are foundation girls and some girls just prefer CC or BB cream if they want to just even out and get some coverage. Like I said, I am a full coverage, medium to full coverage type of girl. I love it so much. But sometimes I definitely want to go a little bit lighter with my makeup, and I want to find a really great BB cream, a really great tinted moisturizer, CC cream, but I still want some sort of coverage. So honestly, a favorite one of mine is the IT Cosmetics CC cream. I love this. I actually just got the little sample. I'm probably about to run out, and I definitely want to pick up a bigger version of this. They have, this is their regular CC cream, but they also have their illuminating CC cream, which I definitely want to check out for dry skin. If not, I think this works great for all skin types because you use the tiniest amount and just, you know, even out the skin tone. You can build this up a little bit more, but still keep it very, very natural. This is great for those no makeup days, you know, fresh face of makeup, minimal makeup, but you still kind of look put together, and you can even build this up to like going out makeup. This stuff is really amazing. So this will last you a long time if you just want to use just this product for, you know, chill days, barely there makeup, or if you really want to glam it up. I definitely need to pick up some more of this product. I was amazed. IT Cosmetics CC cream. And if you don't want to invest in the full size tube because it is expensive, and that's where I was like, let's check this out for sample size, which sample size is kind of expensive for the amount you get, but honestly this has been taking me a while to go through, so definitely go that route. I wish all foundations, concealers, any type of makeup had sample size, especially high end, just so you can kind of give it a try and then go back and like, you know what, I'm ready to invest in the large bottle. Let's go back to full coverage. One more full coverage foundation, the Cover FX Natural Finish Oil Free Foundation. I think this is great for like all skin types. You can definitely mix it up. If you're normal skin, this on its own is really, really great. If you're dry skin and or if the full coverage is too full coverage, go in and mix this with a drop of oil, and then it'll add some dewiness and it kind of thin it out a bit and just help it blend on your face. I love this foundation so much. If you're a full coverage type of girl, I think this is really, really great for all skin types. And actually Cover FX and MAC are like kind of related, so if you kind of know your MAC foundation, you'll be close to your Cover FX one. I love Cover FX products. A lot of makeup artists use Cover FX. So I was like, you know what, let's check out this one. Definitely want to check out some more other products, but if you like that full coverage, but if you think it's too much for you, definitely just thin it out with some sort of oil and kind of play with it, and you know, get the medium that you very much prefer. I love it, and I love their coloring so much as well because they have like neutral skin tones, they have more golden skin tones, and then they have like on the cooler skin tone side, so it's kind of a little bit easier for you to find your color. Another foundation that I really, really love for all skin types, actually, I think I have been loving this foundation a lot, is a Too Faced Born This Way foundation. And don't judge my bottle, but I don't know if you guys had seen my earlier videos, my dog definitely went into my makeup bag and destroyed a bunch of my makeup, but you can still unscrew this and get some product out from there, so it's still usable. I definitely just don't travel with it, but this is a really great, depending on your skin type. On my dry skin, it kind of dries down like a nice like natural satin finish. It has a little bit of a glow, luminosity to it, but a really nice healthy natural one. Nothing too like dewy, nothing too too, like if you're oily, it's gonna make you look super duper oily. For dry skin, it just gives me enough so my skin doesn't look really dry. I like the natural finish of it. So definitely you can build this up too as well, so you can get a light, medium, full coverage with it depending what your preference is. If you love dewiness, you are going to love the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation. At first I wasn't sure how I kind of felt about this foundation, but after using it, and especially the way that it looked on camera, it made my skin look so luminous. I have dry skin, so you know how incredibly hard it is to get a luminous finish on dry skin. If you are dry skin, you understand my struggle. This is just like magic in a bottle. The con, I am not a fan of the dropper that it comes with. It looks super duper fancy, innovative and all that, but it doesn't always get as much product as you want, so it could be a pain in the ass. So definitely not a, you know, in a hurry type of foundation. One, because of the dropper, and two, because this foundation works best if you kind of blend it onto the skin, really blend it in. You can get super duper light, extremely light to medium, and maybe even full coverage-ish, but I definitely wouldn't want to go more than 3 layers of foundation. I think with like 2 layers it looks great. Nice medium coverage looks beautiful with this, which is what I like to do. But definitely dab this all over your face. Try to do as much as possible on the rest of your face to really let this set and sink in, because this is so duper duper dewy. You don't want to go in with powder right away, because then it's just going to look patchy and it's just not going to look cute. It's going to look really powdered. It's going to do the opposite of what you want it to do, because it's going to stick onto it because it's so dewy. So take your time. Honestly, this is a take your time, you know, I'm just chilling. It's Saturday, Sunday, not like 6 a.m. workday foundation. Definitely not one of those, but this is definitely like, oh, I've got some time to spend on my makeup type of foundation, or definitely multitask and do everything else before you put on, you know, any face powders on your face. But love this one so much. If you want something really light feeling, and or if you know, kind of want to mix it up and add a little bit more, I think it looks great. So my final foundation, and this is probably my favorite high-end foundation so far. I say so far because this list will probably change eventually as I try more and more foundations, because I just love discovering new ones that I'm really gonna love for my skin type. And my number one, and you've probably heard this from a lot of people, but especially for dry skin, the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I heard a lot of people rave about it, and I bought it, I think, last year or so for my birthday, and I was like, you know what, I just want to check it out. I want to check it out. I fell in love with it, and I hate how much I fell in love with it, because this foundation is $62. So that was my splurge, you know, luxury gift to myself for my birthday. So this is a really great luxury birthday gift for yourself. But I love this so much. This is definitely comparable to the L'Oreal L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation, but it's like just a hint more coverage. It's almost the same. It's just like a teensy bit, like maybe better. But I can live without it if I had to, but I kind of don't want to. And I try to convince myself that I don't need it. I kind of put it away for a while, but I was like, you know what, I have a little bit. I've been using, this is like to the bones. I've been like scraping to try to get every little bit, because I spent $62 on this foundation, and kind of going back to it, I'm like, crap, this is a beautiful foundation. If you have not tried it, I think actually Sephora has their sample size, which is probably like a lot tinier. It's $40. That's their sample size. So if you want to check it out, check out the $40 one if you want. If not, I know Nordstrom, they have the cute little packets of the foundation, so you can try out and sample. And if you fall in love with it, I am sorry, because you are like just gonna be heartbroken at the price. But if you're balling like that, fuck it, get it, buy it. You are gonna fall in love with this foundation. If there's any one of these, this is definitely one like my go-to. If I have like an event that I have to go to, or if I definitely need a foundation that's gonna look great and last me all night long, this is definitely one. So if I have to, you know, get ready in the morning and I need my foundation or my makeup to look great up until the evening, I definitely always go for this one. If you have that one where, like, you know, you're gonna see people and you want your foundation to look really great, this is definitely one that wins a lot. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. If you're dry skin and you've tried it, let me know how you've liked it. I've heard some dry skin people don't like it. I'm like, what are you talking about? I love it. So those are my favorite high-end foundations. If you guys have have tried any of these foundation and you like them, let me know, as well as let me know what are some of your favorite high-end foundations if you are dry skin. There's definitely a bunch that I have on my list to try out, so who knows, hopefully they'll make the list for the next video. Who knows when that will be, but there's definitely so many more out there to try. So let me know what some of yours are so I can maybe add those to my to try list. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. After this video will be my drugstore favorite foundation, so once that's up I will link in the description box that video so you can check it out. So if it's not there yet, that means I haven't recorded it or uploaded it yet for you guys, but it'll definitely be right after this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.